What's up, team? In this video, we'll be talking about protein powders. Now, protein supplements are something that I use regularly as a convenient way for me to increase my daily protein intake. And it could be something that would help you to increase your daily protein intake and be more consistent with that. A common question I get is, what protein powder do I recommend? Now, the ones I recommend are just the ones that I use and that I like. My biggest recommendation for you is that you need to find one that you like, one that you can consume on a regular basis and be consistent, so that it will have a positive effect on improving your total protein intake per day, per week, per month, and that will lead to improvements in your health, performance, and body composition. But I'm going to do these videos to share with you in a bit more detail the ones that I do take and I do recommend, and maybe they will be the same for you. So today we have from GNC, their own brand, have two. They're the Girl Scout cookie flavors. We have s'mores and we have the Thin Mints. Now these are per scoop 25 grams of protein, and we want to try to make sure that we're getting at least 20 grams or more per serving. Not necessarily per scoop, but every time you have some protein, you want to try to have 20 grams plus. So you could have one scoop of this and that would tick that box. I normally have maybe 2, sometimes 3 scoops of this to hit, make sure I'm hitting my daily target and or post workout. So I'm going to mix mine with a little bit of water and we'll talk about how they taste. Normally I would probably use some almond milk and I would probably use a regular blender, but I don't have either of those things today. So making sure that I've got some cold water. And let's start with the s'mores first. Oh, yes. If you guys have bought protein supplements regularly, you'll know how good this feels when the protein scoop is clearly visible when you open the tub. I'm gonna go 2 scoops. Okay, lid goes on. Now you get a little bit of a workout. Okay, so it mixes pretty well. I can't really see any lumps in there. So now let's see what it tastes like. Okay, it does actually taste pretty much like a s'mores. You can definitely get some protein powders, and the flavor they say that it is supposed to be is definitely not the flavor it is. Has a little bit of an aftertaste, I think, because there's probably, I'm not going to look at the ingredients, but there probably are some artificial flavors, but I don't hate that. It is pretty sweet. I like sweet things, so if you know you don't like really sweet things, this may not be the protein powder for you. But I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty pleased with this. And I think that if I could add some ice and maybe some almond milk and maybe put it in a blender, it would be a better consistency, more like a smoothie than just like a liquid shake. This would be really, really nice. So this s'mores GNC sustained protein blend is definitely BLD approved. So now let's try the Thin Mint. This one I'm really excited for. Thin Mint is my favorite Girl Scout cookie. Let me know what your favorite Girl Scout cookie is. Pop that in the comments. I'm gonna go 2 scoops again. It's gonna be a gains day. Okay, again, so mixing with water. The s'mores mix pretty well with water, so hopefully this will be the same. Oh shit. Okay, so let's see what it tastes like. Oh damn. So at first I thought that maybe it wasn't mixing as well, but there are little cookie pieces in the smoothie. Damn, this is a straight winner. And again, I think if I could mix it with some ice, blend it. If I blend it, I might lose a cookie bit, so maybe just have to pulse it, blitz it a little bit, so you get those cookie bits in there, because that is a real winner. So Thin Mint, definitely definitely the better of the two, but actually really impressed with these. I bought them and I actually wasn't expecting them to taste as nice as they do, but they tick the boxes. 130 calories per scoop, 25 grams of protein per serving or per scoop. They mix well with water. They'll mix even better if you obviously have a blender, and a better consistency with some sort of milk of your choice. But these have been really good. So these would definitely be on my recommended and BLD approved list. Again, the key thing is that I want you to make sure that it is something that you enjoy consuming and that you can see yourself consuming regularly. A lot of times we obsess about the ingredients. Can I pronounce it? What's in it? There should be fewer things. And if that is your personal preference, then that is totally okay. But a lot of times people are obsessing about these small details when you are not getting enough protein every single day and you've been doing it for a very long period of time. When we're looking at improving health, we need to look at the chronic, not the acute. If you have this and it has some artificial sweetness in it, it's a very small percentage of your daily, your weekly and your monthly intake, but it's going to help to boost the amount of total protein you consume. That the good is going to far outweigh the bad. But if you are so focused on making sure that it doesn't have artificial this, artificial that, I want it to have X, Y, Z, but you're still not consuming enough total protein, again, you're just procrastinating and your effort is not actually moving you forward towards your goal. So if you do have a personal preference to go towards a plant-based protein powder, or you want something that doesn't have any artificial flavorings, okay, that's definitely your personal choice, but that doesn't necessarily make it better than somebody consuming this who is, maybe they're having some artificial flavors, sweeteners, whatever you think is bad, but then the rest of their diet, their food choices, controlling their total calories, the amount of activity is really good. It's really not, this one thing is not going to make, not even going to make a difference. Okay? The only thing you're going to get is you're just going to get upside from having more total protein more consistently over time. So I think it can be sometimes very confusing, but just try to simplify it. Am I getting enough protein? No, I need to fix that first. Once we fix that, now can you try to find a better protein source? Possibly. If it's important to you, then make that change. If it's not, continue what you're doing and it will improve your results, your performance and your body composition the more you consistently do it over time. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you guys have any questions or comments, then please post them below. Subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at Ben Law Dykes, and I'll speak to you guys again soon.